Now, y'all already know this ain't going to be no ordinary travel podcast. This is the place where stories stretch across oceans, where truth comes wrapped in laughter, and healing shows up between passport stamps. I'm Raven Imani George, better known to others as Auntie Rae, your resident hot pants wearing, globe-trotting, truth-telling storyteller. Yes, y'all. This is really my voice. And baby, I've got a tale for y'all. So pull up a chair, pour yourself something warm or wild. I've chosen mine. I've gone wild. And let's take this journey together, one soul-soaked step at a time. Before the passports, the ports, or the plane tickets, there was a moment, a reckoning, a truth so loud it couldn't be ignored. This story doesn't start with an adventure. It starts with a woman unraveling and reclaiming herself, one undone thread at a time. So if you're feeling worn down, pulled thin, or just plain invisible, Auntie Rae's got something to say. This is where the journey begins. Welcome to the Prologue.
Ain't your average, heard 'em say. No hot pants, just my way. A Midwest spirit, bold and true, got a passport for me and for you. From corporate khakis, I broke free to ocean whispers, just for me. Shedding old skin, finding my pace in every journey, every place. So pull up a chair, lean in close. Your Auntie Rae's here, answering freedom's call. Story stretching, soul soaked in deep. Secrets the wind and the ocean keep.
I've got a tale for y'all. So pull up a chair, pour yourself something warm or wild. I've chosen mine. I've gone wild. And let's take this journey together, one soul-soaked step at a time. Before the passports, the ports, or the plane tickets, there was a moment, a reckoning, a truth so loud it couldn't be ignored. This story doesn't start with an adventure. It starts with a woman unraveling and reclaiming herself, one undone thread at a time. So if you're feeling worn down, pulled thin, or just plain invisible, Auntie Rae's got something to say. This is where the journey begins. Welcome to the Prologue. Now let me tell you something right off the bat. Exhaustion ain't always about tired feet or achy knees. Nah, sometimes exhaustion is spiritual. It's emotional. It's that soul deep kind that creeps into your bones and sets up camp. That's where I was. It was like carrying a 100-pound backpack every single day, even when I was just sitting still. My vision felt blurry. My thoughts moved slowly through molasses, and every breath felt like a monumental effort. There I sat, blinking at my computer screen, rows of numbers glaring back at me, sales targets I couldn't hit, budgets shrinking, endless reports demanding my soul, like maybe they'd rearrange themselves into something meaningful. But they didn't. They just sat there smug and empty, daring me to find purpose in them. And y'all, I had none left to give. I leaned back, closed my eyes, and whispered to nobody in particular, "This ain't it." Because it wasn't. And deep down, I knew it hadn't been it for a long, long time. See, I used to rise with the sun, ready to handle my business, eager, hopeful. But these days, just pulling back the covers felt like a negotiation with God. What happened to that woman who used to run toward challenges like it was a dance partner? She was tired, y'all. Not lazy, not weak, just depleted. My office, immaculate. My apartment, spotless. Everything in its place but me. I kept my surroundings tidy, hoping order outside would fix the chaos inside. But that trick, foolishly, doesn't work anymore. My company, Old Co., what's now just old in name only, after 9 years, these last 2 years have brought nothing but mayhem. I felt like I was participating in a fire drill every other day. The layoffs, mergers, departments and teams reorganizations, people ghosting the company like it was a bad date. I stayed loyal, determined, stubborn, believing if I just hung on a little longer, they'd see me, value me, protect me. But what I got instead, a front row seat to a slow motion collapse. I watched good people, once bright-eyed, turn gray, their laughter fading like a forgotten echo. Our center of excellence had turned into a center of exhaustion. They raised goals like rent in a gentrified neighborhood, unreasonable and with no explanation, and I, like a fool, kept paying the price. They said I was too quiet, too serious, not bubbly enough for the new culture. But let me tell you, being black, brilliant, and boundary setting in corporate America, that's always too much for some folks. I ain't the life of the party, but baby, I bring the soul. I'm the one who remembers birthdays, bring in sweet treats on a Monday, because everyone hates workday Mondays, cupcakes on Friday, because those of us made it to the end of the work week and we're still standing, who ties on time and checks on folks who ain't even in her department. I just don't need to post about it. I had heart. Still do. But that place, it was draining my spirit dry. I gave them brilliance and got breadcrumbs. I kept their chaos running smoothly, and they kept moving the goalpost like it was a game. And I played. Lord knows I played. Until I couldn't anymore. The worst part? I saw it happening. I watched colleagues walk away, choosing sanity over status. And I stayed. Thought I could outwork the madness. Believed if I became essential, they'd never let me go. But truth is, I let me go. Bit by bit, smile by smile. The woman who ran toward challenges, she started to fade, replaced by a ghost in sensible shoes, until I barely recognized the woman staring back at me every morning, her eyes holding a silent question I was too scared to answer. I am not ashamed, though, just wiser. Sometimes you just can't fix crazy. I see it now. The signs were always there. I just didn't want to read them, didn't want to admit that the dream job had turned into a nightmare I was too scared to wake up from. But child, I'm up now. No more digging. No more shrinking. No more sacrificing my joy on the altar of a job title. This ain't failure. This is freedom with a side of clarity. I ain't running. I'm reclaiming. And I don't need a permission slip to start healing. The door may have closed behind me, but watch me build a whole damn house with the pieces, each nail hammered with purpose, each window looking out onto a world I choose to explore. This is the prologue, y'all. The setup. Because Auntie Rae, she ain't finished. She's just getting started. She didn't buy a plane ticket that day, baby. She bought her freedom. And trust me when I say, once Auntie Rae got that first taste of clarity, there was no turning back. Up next, the countdown begins. A dream deferred turns into a one-way ticket. Clothes get tossed, plans get made, and Auntie Rae, she's finally bouncing. Stick around, y'all. This story's just getting good.
Ain't your average, heard 'em say. No hot pants, just my way. A Midwest spirit, bold and true, got a passport for me and for you. From corporate khakis, I broke free to ocean whispers just for me. Shedding old skin, finding my pace in every journey, every place. So pull up a chair, lean in close. Your Auntie Rae's here, answering freedom's call. Story stretching, soul soaked in deep. Secrets the wind and the ocean keep.